3C, we're gonna do some graphs of categorical data. So remember, these are things that are not numbers, color, favorite, whatever, anything that's non-numerical. Okay, so the two graphs that we're gonna learn is we're gonna learn a bar graph, and then I'm gonna show you how to turn that bar graph into a dot plot. And you can have a little fun with that one and make some cool pictures. So here are our bar graph directions. You should have your Excel file open, and we're going to go through an example of how to do these graphs. Okay, so first thing you're going to need to do is copy this data. So we have, we asked some people what their favorite snack was, and then we had the number that responded with each different snack. Okay, so we title it by what we're talking about. So we're talking about snacks, and then column B is always titled count, and we put the numbers. All right, so now I'm going to highlight this data. I'm going to go to Insert, and in this bar chart menu, I'm going to pick the first one that says 2D column. Okay, and then for the bar chart, the only other thing we have to do is give this a title. So I'll say favorite snacks. Okay, and then that bar chart is done. Okay, if I want to take this bar chart and turn it into a dot plot, okay, first thing I need to do is I need a circle to use. So I'm going to go to Insert, Illustrations, Shapes, and pick the circle. And now to make it a perfect circle and not, stretched out or distorted, you're going to hold down the Shift key. So hold down the Shift key and draw yourself a circle. Okay. Now I'm going to take that circle, click on it, and I'm going to copy it. So Control C so that it's copied. Okay. Then click on one of your bars, and you should see that all of them get the little box around them. That's important. We want to make sure we have all of them. Okay. I'm going to come over here to my format and click on my paint bucket and fill. And I'm going to change it to picture or texture fill. Okay. And then I'm going to scroll down here and click clipboard, and it's going to fill it with the dot that I copied. And then that looks kind of weird, so we're going to scroll down a little bit further, and we're going to change this to stack and scale with. All right, so now it made one dot for each person that picked that thing. Okay, and so that would be good for your dot plot. But I'm going to show you, this is like bonus content, okay? We can have some fun with this. We can make it a little bit different. I could go here, and this is like the simplest way. I could change the color of my dot and then copy it. And then let's say I want to make, I don't know, cookies orange dots. All right. If I click on one, see how they're all highlighted? If I click on cookies again, now just cookies has a box around it. So if I go to my fill again and hit clipboard, that time it'll make the cookies orange, so I can make each of them a different color. You could also do like pictures just for fun. So I'm going to click on fruit, so fruit is highlighted. All right, and instead of clipboard as my source, I'm going to use insert. And stock images is usually the easiest one to do because it's the one that works all the time. All right, and so I'm gonna pick a fruit. I don't know, apple. All right, and find a picture of an apple that I like. Let's use this one because that'll make some nice dots. And if I hit insert there, it should change it to each one is an apple instead of just a regular dot. Okay, so you can make your graphs a little bit more interesting this way. All right, and those two graphs, that's all we need to do is those two graphs for categorical data.